We've got 8,000 more quarters on the mat. What will we find today? Welcome back to Silver in the Big Sky. That's right, the home of the best quarter hunts on YouTube. I mean, come on. I've seen a lot of them out there. The quarter hunts are pretty much terrible everywhere with finds. We have lots of finds typically. So yeah, our hunts, we like to be around we hope to get to double-digit finds of our trackable finds from 2 bags, which is the equivalent of 4 boxes here. So hopefully we can hit that. We're typically averaging around 4 finds per bag. So that's 8 in a hunt, but our goal is to get to that double-digit mark. There's a little shot of the Big Sky today. Nice little afternoon in mid-November. Snow is holding off. Here's our numbers on the year. So we've done 36 bags now, again equivalent of 72 boxes, 52 W's, 68 of those San Francisco not intended for circulation minted quarters, 25 silver, 8 proofs, 5 Canadian silver. We do pick up some Canadian here and there in our area, and 1 silver proof. So yeah, you know the drill. Anything cool, we'll bring you in. We're looking for, West Point mints, San Francisco mints, whether they're not intended for circulation or proofs. Any dye chips, errors, varieties, and of course, silver. Will we get some silver in the Big Sky tonight? I have just completed my first handful, so just kind of getting started here. No of our trackable finds, but this was interesting, so I wanted to show you guys. These are all 2025 Denvers, so that's not the interesting part. So the very first of the 2025s we were seeing this year were this I2B Wells, and I don't know when we first started seeing them. It'd be probably something to keep an eye on so you know when things actually come to your area. But then the second one we started seeing was this Juliet Gordon Low, and then in our very last hunt we saw for the first time this Stacy Park Milburn quarter. And in my first handful, along with finding a version of all 3 of those, I found for the first time this year a pretty cool looking reverse there on that Dr. Vera Rubin. So anytime anything new comes out, if you were the first one to find some sort of an error or dye chip, man, you could really make a boatload of money. But I don't see anything in particular wrong with this one, but I'll give these a good look over. But kind of an interesting find. Not a trackable find, but pretty cool to see if you like these, if you like coins. Just in my second handful here, so not even an 1/8 of the way through the bag, but it's been a slow start. I've been a little worried because I said, home of the best quarter hunts, but look at that. I think our first find is gonna be frickin' silver. Yes. It sure, in fact, is. Look at that. Love to see that in your hunt. A 1964 90% silver Denver minted quarter. Wow. It's a thing of beauty. We are on the board with silver first. Silver in the Big Sky. Heck yeah. Closing in on the halfway point, but not quite there yet. Finally, gonna have a non-Denver or non-Philly mint mark. And that, as you can plainly see, is an S for San Francisco. So we're gonna have our first not intended for circulation San Francisco mint. Not a very pretty one, if I don't say so myself. What do we got? 2012 Acadia. So that's going to be the first year that they were doing these. They did these from 2012 through 2020 as far as every one, like all 5 versions every year. And then 2021, there's just 1 version of this. So yeah, there we go. We've got something to go up on the board with that silver. And then, yes, 1 small dye chip, I guess. The bottom of the cross. It seems like the most common little dye chip we find. Awesome. We've got silver and an S. Just a few coins later in that same handful, I was actually just got done picking up these. I had just a couple left to go through. And look at that. That S looks different, you might say. And that's because it is. That's going to be a fairly well circulated, but that is going to be a proof. So that should be older than a 2012. Let's see what we got. Let's get a clear shot of that. Definitely a little circulated on that. You can see a little bit of that frosted details on the head and the clear or mirror finish in the field there. But it's a little scuffed up. What are we going to have? 2012 Louisiana. The back looks about the same as the front. Fairly circulated. But at some point in time, somebody threw away a proof. What a shame. These things, when they're in perfect condition, are gorgeous. But when we try to fill the board, or try to find one of everything, silver, S, W, and proof, the proof is the hardest one, or most difficult. So we're going to have that. We're a W away from filling the board. We are almost exactly at the halfway point, maybe just slightly under. And we're already going to have find number 4 for the board. Like to see it? We're just short of that W for a fill the board in a single bag. We've done that 3 times this year in a hunt, but not out of a single bag. But here we're going to have another not intended for circulation San Francisco Mint. What will we have this time? 2012 Chaco Culture. Nice. Another first year of those not intended for circulations. I know we've got this one. I wasn't really sure about that other one, but awesome. Another one for the board. Find number 4. And we've got a lot left here. We are right around the 3/4 mark or something-ish, right? It's hard to know for sure when you don't have rolls, but yeah, that was a little hard to see on that one. But that's going to be San Francisco Mint, not intended for circulation, coin number 3. It's got a little bit of a stain or something on it. That might clean up with a little soap and water. Looks in pretty good condition otherwise. And that one's going to be a 2019 San Antonio Missions. All right, we'll take that. That's one of the newer ones. Like to see it. Oops. We will add that one to the board. It's going to be San Francisco Mint number 3. Just a handful of coins later, and cue the confetti. We just had to fill the board in one bag. Heck yeah. We've done it 4 times now in a hunt this year. It's the first time we've done it in a single bag. What a bag this has been. We still have quite a few quarters left to go. But we're going to have a W, or West Point minted quarter. These, love to see. These are maybe the most valuable of the regular finds, or is. All right, so that's going to be a 2019 because there's no privy mark here on the left side above Liberty. Let's see what we got. Hopefully, Lowell.
Liberty.
All right. River no return. That's a good one to see too. Heck yeah. We'll take that. We've got a W. We've got all 4 of the main finds. A silver, an S, a proof, and a W. Fill the board. Let's go. This is literally the last coins left here at the bottom to check of this bag. Just came to that, and I would have said it would have been a silver scare, but I knew right away. So if you look closely there at the reeds on that thing, even though it looks silver, that's not going to be, well, I mean, I guess you can't rule it out as being silver, but you can definitely rule it out as being American. That's going to be some sort of a foreign coin. Let's find out what it's going to be. We can fish her out of there. What is that? Queen Elizabeth II. Not sure I've seen one of these. Belize. Cool. 2017 Belize, 25 cents. Awesome. That is a place we have been. Didn't bring back any Belizean coin ourselves, but hey, we'll take it. That's a wrap for bag Number 1, what a bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of our trackable finds of foreign. I didn't show you guys this. This is the first one of these we've found. Die chip. So then this, there can be die chips in several places on it actually. But one of them that is fairly common that we've just, again, never found is on top of the mountain there. And yeah, look at that. Quite the sizable amount of die chip there. So pretty cool find. We'll take that. So 2 die chips in the hunt. And then before we call it a wrap on bag 1, I saved 3 of these. I only found 4 in the entire bag. 3 came to me reverse facing. The other one was obverse, so I had already seen it. Let's go. One time, the only one we're missing. Tallgrass Prairie, 2020, W. Let's go. Denver. They're always Denvers. Denver. This is going to happen one of these days. Denver. All right. We'll still take 6 in a bag. Only need 4 more to get to double digits. We're on to bag 2. We are maybe a quarter or 3/8 into bag 2. Was off to a slow start. But there's going to be a San Francisco mint right there, not intended for circulation. It's going to be 4 of the hunt. First find of bag 2. What year are we going to have on this one? 2013 White Mountain. Okay. Good looking quarter. Nice condition. We'll certainly take it. A couple of side finds. We had a silver scare. Of course, the edge of the Canadian coins will look silver. 1969. He even looked kind of worn. We didn't film it, but man, I thought we had a good silver quarter there. Unfortunately, got through. Those things are magnetic, so we don't see them a whole lot get through. And then, yeah, huge find. First hour free. In parking lot only. Heck yeah. What do we got here? Merchants of Port Angeles, Washington. Can't say I've seen one of those. It's got some weight to it. But, yeah, side find anyway. All right, we'll get this San Francisco mint up on the board. We're finally on the board in bag 2. I'm thinking we're kind of right at the halfway point, and I know we haven't been over here much, but she's just kind of was thinking she had something interesting here.
Well, yeah, look at this. It's not quite, doesn't look like it's going to be silver, but it's like...
It almost looks like it's newer silver, like...
yeah, I don't know. It's like plated. I don't know.
Like the silver proof we had found. It has that look to it.
Yeah, but it's just, it's just a Denver.
Just a Denver, huh?
It's a 1999 New Jersey. But, like, I don't know if we're going to have to weigh it and see if it's, like, coated in something.
It must just be coated. Somebody tricked us. Somebody, it's, like, lightly painted or coated or dipped in something.
Yeah, because you cannot see any clad on that.
Dang. Well,
of course, the one thing I thought I was going to find, and I still haven't found anything this hunt.
She had the Canadian silver scare, too, so she just keeps getting all the... It's like trick or treat. She keeps getting all the tricks over here.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to keep after it. We're hoping it's going to pick up. After she had yet another silver scare, I think she has a find this time.
I actually have something. I know. The universe was just teasing me those last 3 times. Got an S.
Nice.
It's not a proof, but it is a good-looking S. And it is a 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
It's a good-looking coin.
I think the S's are going to win this this hunt. It's going to be tough for the W's or the silver to come back, but I would accept that challenge if they wanted to. All right, let's go. Maybe a quarter of the bag left or so, and I guess she's just going on a roll over here.
Ooh, I know. 2 out of this big hunt. Can't calm down. I know. Don't get jealous.
It looks like a nice one.
Got an S. Another S. Not a proof. And it looks like it's a 2017 George Rogers Clark.
Awesome. We got a pretty good variety showing up.
Yeah.
That is S number 6 of the hunt. Dang. We're creeping up there on, that's quite a bit. Let's see what else we can find. Getting close to the end. Next find was going to put us in double digits And I think my little heater lady over here,
Jesus.
she's been on a heater.
So I've been waiting for him to come get the shot of this coin. In the meantime, I was kind of digging through my pile and happened
this
to
isn't
pick.
the big find.
No,
Okay.
happened to pick this S up. And, you know, it's one of our San Antonio missions, right?
Nice.
So found that while I was waiting on him. But over here, if you look this way,
Let's give it a shot.
I picked up a bunch of coins and started to go through them and happened to see that bad boy.
How cool is that to see that sitting out? Well, you don't even know if you get a 19 or a 20.
No, I don't.
Okay. I don't see a privy mark. So we're going to have a 19. Hopefully it's a Lowell.
All right, let's see. Ready? Ah, dang it.
Dang, isn't that the other?
It's the War in the Pacific.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think the other one, I think we've got a River No Return on the board over there. Awesome. Well, we were needing a second W. We got a second W. We're at finds 10 and 11 of the hunt. That's 5 in bag 2 to go with 6 in bag 1. That's a wrap on this quarter hunt. What a great quarter hunt it was. Again, as I prefaced, we tried to shoot for that double-digit mark, and we did it. We had 11 of our trackable finds. As I said in the beginning, best quarter hunts on YouTube. Right here, we find the finds, baby. It was a fun one. Couple of, we didn't find any more die chips, so just those 2 die chips. That oddball, we found a penny in that second quarter bag. At least it was copper. Copper penny right now is worth about 4 cents if you've been following copper prices. The foreign, nothing new there, and that side find that looked like it was coated. We'll probably throw that one back. And a pile of San Francisco mints in this one. Starting in the first year, 2012, we had 2 of those. 2 of the 5 versions. And we had a 2013, a 2015, a 17, and 2 19s. Both happen to be the same one, the San Antonio missions. All San Francisco mints there, not intended for circulation. That's a good amount of those. It's pretty good. And then the finds of the hunt. We'll start over here on the right side. What made it a fill the board hunt, and actually all a fill the board in bag 1. A proof. That's a proof. San Francisco minted 2002 from Louisiana. Pretty cool. It's just a little circulated. No numismatic value there. I mean, it might be worth $1 or something, but we won't sell it. We'll hold on to that, add it to our collection. And 2 West Point mints. Both were 2019s, as you can tell by no privy mark there above Liberty. And we had a War in the Pacific and a River No Return. I like both of those ones. The River No Return it's a pretty cool looking one in my opinion. They're both solid looking quarters. And no quarter hunt is complete without silver. And there you go. A 90% silver 1964 Denver minted quarter. Gotta love that. A silver quarter today is worth about $8 almost in silver melt value. So good find. W's go for typically in the $20 range. And these San Francisco mints go in the $3 to $5 range depending on condition. So what a hunt. Please like, comment, and share if you can. 10 seconds of your time will help us a lot. Go a long way. We could really use the help and support as we're trying to grow the channel. Here's updated numbers. Oftentimes I forget to do this at the end of the hunt. So we're up to 38 bags on the year. 2 more W's. It brings us up to 54. 7 more San Francisco mints there brings us up to 75. Almost a 2 per bag average now. Adding a silver there gets us to 26. And added a proof gets us to 9 on the year. Crazy. Hope you enjoyed. We did. That was fun. We just love, these quarter hunts are just, we know we're going to find some finds in these bags. So we look forward to them. I've actually got another bag sitting over there. So we're just waiting for one more bag to get another one of those hunts going. So on deck next, I'm not sure. We did actually just bring home penny bag that had dropped. And those hunts are getting a little bit more interesting with all the penny news this last week and them having minted the last version. So, interesting times in numismatics. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, not really sure what's on deck, but we'll have something for you guys. You know that. Hope you enjoyed. We look forward to seeing you on the next hunt.